All right, well, it's Friday. That means the weekend is almost here, and you may want to head to theaters this weekend or maybe wind down and relax at home to watch your favorite streaming services. There are always a ton of options, and we have you covered with the bigger box office hits and series on the small screen. And here now, with more on your weekend movie watch list, is, of course, Tom Santilli, film critic, co-host, and executive producer of Movie Show Plus. Hey, Tom, thanks for being with us again Friday. Good to see you again. And I know
happy Friday. Good to see you, Kevin.
Yeah, definitely. You too. I know we've been waiting for the start of the awards season, so that's finally here. The first round of major film festivals have also kicked off. What films are sort of emerging as you're seeing as being maybe the most buzzworthy?
Yeah, we finally have gotten through that post-summer blockbuster time period. We're starting to get into the good films, if you will, of the award season. The Venice Film Festival just wrapped up, and TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, is just kicking off. These are usually looked at as the start of the award season and all of the kind of award-worthy films that emerge. Right now, out of Venice, the big film that has kind of everybody has buzzing about it's called Tar, and it stars Cate Blanchett, who's supposed to be up for an Oscar this year. She's amazing in this movie. Apparently, it's about Lydia Tarr, who's like one of the greatest living composers. Then you move on to the movie Don't Worry, Darling. This movie has kind of overshadowed the award festivals this year with all of the controversies. I don't know if you've been following Spitgate, Kevin.
Yes.
With Chris Pine. Yeah. So there's that. There's the drama with Olivia Wilde and Shia LaBeouf. That movie is getting buzz for probably all the wrong reasons. And then maybe the greatest thing to come out of the festivals this year is the reemergence of Brendan Fraser. He is in a movie called The Whale, and he received a great standing ovation at the end of the screening of it at Venice, brought him to tears. Everybody loves Brendan Fraser. He's coming back, and he's supposed to be the front runner for this year's Oscars.
You know, he's got it's a crazy career. Like a lot of people, he had a big push of following of like an I want Brendan Fraser back chant. Where has he been over the years?
It's a complicated story, but if you look into it, the rumor is that he was actually blacklisted for, apparently coming out against a Hollywood producer for sexual, misconduct and stuff like that. So it's been a hard story, but it's not his doing, that he's been gone.
Okay. And if you just search, like trending on Twitter, Spitgate, by the way, if you don't know, maybe a spit. We don't know of Harry Styles and Chris Pine. That was weird. We have somebody who's a big Harry Styles fan in studio, and she said at a recent concert he made a joke about it, but didn't clarify what if he actually spit. Anyway, I digress. All right, there's some new films that are also hitting theaters and also streaming this weekend. What do you have new for us today, Tom?
Very cool. If you're into horror, this is a horror movie. It's called Barbarian. Go in blind if you haven't heard about this movie. It's a pretty interesting, trippy horror movie. It stars Georgina Campbell and Bill Skarsgård. He's the guy who played the evil clown in It. So check out Barbarian this weekend. Then on streaming on Disney Plus, you have Pinocchio, which is the latest, soulless live-action remake of all the Disney classic animated films that I feel that they're ruining. But I digress. The other film coming out next week on Tuesday is Clerks 3. I'm excited for this. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Clerks, the original Clerks, was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. Clerks 3, it's in kind of a limited release window. It opens next Tuesday in theaters, and it's only in theaters for like 5 days or something like that. So go check out Clerks 3 on Tuesday.
That's iconic.
And I should also mention, I should also mention that Cobra Kai, which I'm also a huge fan of, is hitting Netflix today. All 10 episodes dropped. So I know what I'm going to be doing partially this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know that Clerks 3 was coming out, but I was just going to say before the break we had the video, and just that first frame, you're like, that's Clerks, because that camera shot, outside
the quick smart, man.
Yeah. And you always, you have a gift to our viewers. Can you tell us about that you have coming up?
Yeah, so people go to the link on your screen here in a second, and you can get some we have free Michigan Renaissance Festival tickets. They're always a sponsor of Movie Show Plus, and we have some more tickets. That festival is every weekend through the first weekend in October. Go check that out. By the way, the Movie Show Plus, we always do some things that are non-movies. This past week, I interviewed the legendary Italian trio Il Volo. They're at the Fox Theater on Saturday this weekend, September the 10th. I interviewed them. They offered free tickets to my mom. Like, they're like the coolest people in the world. So you can check out that interview on our website as well, movieshowplus.com. We have a new episode this weekend, so there's lots to get to with our Movie Show Plus site.
Well, we know your reviews are fantastic. You always have tons of great content, too. So if you haven't been at movieshowplus.com, you better go. A lot of great info on there. Tom Santilli, film critic, co-host, and executive producer of Movie Show Plus. Appreciate your time again, Tom. Hope you have a great weekend.
Always a pleasure, Kevin. Have a good weekend, man.
We got